Guys, quick video for you this morning. So just quickly, you look at this trade yesterday. We got in here on gold and it just failed to break. But then when it came back down around about 1:30, 2 o'clock New York Stock Exchange, and then into 3 o'clock, it did hit the 2 hour. It was a 60-70 pip stop loss, but nonetheless, it moved late. And you see sometimes when there's no volume during London, maybe sometimes in New York, maybe waiting for news, and then gold obviously decided it was going to move 150, 180 pips later on in the afternoon. Happens. Okay, so anyway, moving on into today. So basically, you all know that these daily levels are just, they're incredible. You look at this fair value gap here, which I was on a one-to-one session with Jerome, and we pinpointed this area here, and I said that's where it's gonna move down, and then it's gonna go back up and start moving back towards all-time highs. Now today, I think there's high potential that it's gonna go take the all-time highs at some point. What I would look at is I would identify this area here, okay, as an accumulation, so pretty much an accumulation day. And when price comes back down to retest the accumulation, if you've watched one of my videos, I think it's the gold strategy guide, we've got the accumulation box, trade from the bottom, trade the breakout, trade the retest. What we'd be looking at here now is adding a couple of confluences. So number one confluence would be, you've got the accumulation, right? Number two is that we've got this 1 hour level here. So I would draw a line across here, and I would mark that as my sort of, this is the area now, the break of structure. So 1 hour accumulation, breakout, retest. You can see it hasn't retested here. So if we zoom in a bit, what we've clearly got is we've got our 1 hour fair value gap here. All right. So if we go into all-time highs, what I would wait for is a retracement down to this area, and then I would basically look for the 30-minute entry. Okay, so we've got 225, 230 pips maybe to all-time highs. If it goes without anyone, I'm not trading today, I'm waiting for my accounts to be activated. If it goes, it goes. Just don't worry about it. It may push up a little bit, and it may push down, but if you look to the left here, we're actually at this 1 hour structure here. So we've got bullish 1 hour structure. Okay, what I would then do is drop down to the 30-minute, and it's pretty much the same process. Now, what I've identified here in the trade I've showed you at the start of this video, basically you look at the way it comes down, and then the wicks on the 30 minutes start to move up. That's the first indication that this is going to actually reject. And we actually look at this daily area, there's not one closure on the 30-minute below this level. If you look at the 15-minute, it's the same thing, right? So we've kind of got a small term accumulation. This here is a 15-minute bitch candle, right? And that happened at 2:30. So what I would have done in this instance is I would have waited for this candle to come down, take the lows, and then move up. If we look at the 5-minute, more than likely got a couple of bitch candles. Okay, so we've actually got the bitch candle here, which is at 2 o'clock. Now we've got a secondary bitch candle, and this is on the 5-minute time frame. I'm noticing that we're getting 1, 2, and sometimes 3 5-minute bitch candles, which is why it's so much better just to use the 15-minute time frame. And if you look at this, this is the new session bitch candle, so it's 2:30. Okay, when it comes down, takes the lows, it tanks up. So the entry on this potentially could have been a little bit more aggressive. Maybe you could have got in with your stop loss just below this bitch candle, just put it as standard 50 pips, and that would have got you 2 hour pretty quick. Almost, you would have had to wait for the pullback and then wait for this move up here about 6:30. Anyway, what I would look for is the same sort of scenario here at this point. Okay, so we're now looking for all-time highs to go today. I would do nothing other than set an alarm just above this fair value gap, right? You can zoom in a bit and maybe try and get a more refined 15-minute, but if you look at it, the 15-minute and the 1 hour are the same. So set an alarm, go about your day, wait for price to come down to this area here. When it comes down to this area, it's not a point of just buying from that area. We wait for the confluences to line up, and then that should take price up to all-time highs. I'm going to be around all day. I've got what have we got? I've got Think Capital later. We've got the live session at 2 p.m. So if you can come to that, amazing. Next couple of days, today and running into Monday, I've been so focused on my trading. I just want to get these challenges passed. I haven't produced many videos for YouTube or anything else like that. Now that these accounts are passed, I can start focusing and putting more video content out. So there's going to be quite a few new videos coming into the channel across the next few days, next few weeks, and hopefully refining this method that I'm using, because when you trade away from a daily, it's all well and good, but intraday, you know, between the dailies, there's also trades to be had, because, you know, don't move generally from daily to daily in one hit. It will move up and then it will pull back and then it will move again. So it's kind of like market cycle that many of you would understand if you've read the 15-minute strategy guide. So yeah, that's my analysis for today. I would ignore NASDAQ. I think it's getting too close to these all-time highs. DAX, different. This is on a different level. I'd probably ignore this as well. And the reason mainly why I'd ignore the indices today is because what I've noticed just over the last couple of weeks is they tend to sell off on a Friday at some point. So I took a trade once and I'd moved my stop loss to break even, and instead of closing out at break even, it actually closed out at 0.7% minus. So it was ferociously selling. So yeah, I just ignore the indices on a Friday, unless you can get into a nice short, maybe. But just allow price action to tell you what it's doing. Stick to gold personally for today. I think gold definitely going to all-time highs. I could be wrong. It could come up here and it could just start selling off. But for me, I would definitely be looking to trade from this area here, at least a 1 to 2 hour, around about the 29.20 mark maybe. And then, yeah, just take your 2 hour or trail your stop losses as you move into profit. Right, guys, have a good trading day. Catch you in the chat room.